Modern Warfare 3 Zombies hasn't even released yet, but somehow in the last week or so, leaks have already started for Black Ops Zombies coming from Treyarch in 2024. Now, with the fact this game is still over a year away, there is every chance that this information could be outdated or completely wrong, but all of this has recently surfaced from a few different people over on Twitter, such as UwuLeaker99 and Task Force Leakers Network, amongst many others who've managed to find this by data mining the Modern Warfare 3 beta. These files include the entire codename weapon list for every weapon so far in COD 2024, including some very surprising zombies ones, and the first references to 2 different codenamed zombie round-based maps. Now, everything we talk about has to be taken with a huge grain of salt, because this game is still over a year away, and within game development, anything can change at any time. But regardless if this information is true or not, it is incredibly interesting to discuss. So diving into it, this is a list of all of the weapons found within the files for Call of Duty 2024, and we know these are weapons for that game because the codename for every single thing here is T10, which is a reference to Treyarch's 10th game. Now, I'm not going to dive into all of the specifics with each of these weapons because there is a lot. We're talking like 54 weapons already in the game, but the most interesting is that there are 2 weapons which don't belong in the multiplayer that actually belong inside of Zombies, and that is the ray gun, which is codenamed T10_pistol_ray gun, but then there's an even stranger weapon which is labeled as an LMG but is T10_LM_jet gun. Now, unless there is an LMG coming to Black Ops 2024 which is codenamed the Jet Gun, this can only mean one thing. This is not an LMG. This has the possibility of being what it sounds like, the Jet Gun, which we last saw in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies Transit. Now, I do not ever see a reality in which Treyarch would bring back one of the worst wonder weapons in Zombies history if they weren't bringing it back on the map that it originated from. Now, does this suggest that we could see a Transit remake or remaster within Call of Duty 2024? I honestly don't know at this point. This would be insane amounts of copium to think that Transit would actually be coming to next year's COD game, but it just doesn't make any sense for them to bring back the Jet Gun unless it was back in Transit. Now, if we just take a step back for a moment and look at what Treyarch's approach has been to round-based zombies for the last few games, they've always included, at least for the last 2, some sort of remastered or remade map from a fan favorite Zombies. We had D Machine with Nakta and Totem, which was a spiritual refresh of Zombies as a whole, starting where it first began. Black Ops 4 gave us Mob and 5 remakes right on from launch, and with Black Ops 3 we even got The Giant, which was a Derice remake, so it's not out of the question for Treyarch to have some sort of remake map there on launch. And if I was Treyarch or Activision, I'd want to launch with an absolute banger of a Zombies map, and the nostalgia alone of Transit returning would be enough for people to buy the game. But at the same time, this code name of this weapon called the Jet Gun could be something entirely different. It might not be related whatsoever to the Jet Gun from Transit, therefore there is absolutely no proof or reason for Transit to be in the next Black Ops game. It just doesn't really make any sense. Surely we'd just be seeing new maps, not more remasters. But again, that is not me insinuating or saying that yes, Transit is definitely coming back, because there is simply just not enough evidence. But we do know that they originally had plans to bring a remake into Black Ops 4 Zombies, as there's so many Transit assets that already exist, such as the bus, completely remade for Black Ops 4, the bus driver that was fully functional also in Black Ops 4, the diner. The amount of Transit that exists in Black Ops 4 that we never saw was absolutely criminal. But let me know what you think of this incredibly hard to believe rumor of the Jet Gun returning in Black Ops 2024 and the fact that it is associated with Transit. But there are more leaks from Black Ops 2024 Zombies which came last week from a Twitter account called UwuLeaker99, who was able to find just a single sentence of code that relates to not 1 but 2 round-based Zombies maps which are seemingly coming for Black Ops Zombies 2024. Now, this post by UwuLeaker99 has seemingly been taken down by Twitter, but Margwa Network managed to quote tweet it with the information summed up, and that there are apparently 2 maps so far, one codenamed ZM Quartz and another called ZM Garnet. Now, ZM Quartz apparently has a deck cannon trap, which suggests that this is going to be some sort of boat map, judging by the words deck and cannon, which is giving me hella Voyage of Despair flashbacks. But this could be another map that is set on a boat, and I have some ideas ideas about why this could be a plausible zombies map, and the other zombies map makes reference to some sort of wonder weapon quest involving vermin, with 3 different sections of this quest, and there's also apparently tentacle traps that will be in one of these zombies maps. Now, when I hear about tentacle traps, this genuinely does sound like a Voyage of Despair Part 2, which I doubt it will be. But for everyone worried about round-based zombies not returning, as we're not seeing it in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, this should hopefully rest those concerns, because from these leaks, it sounds like there are 2 maps coming, but one of them sounds like they are going to be set on a boat. Now, at the end of the Cold War Zombies storyline with Forsaken, we skip 5 years ahead for what will be the time setting of the next Black Ops game, and we see Dr. Peck pointing at wanting to go somewhere on a map to go and see some old friends, and it's in the middle of the ocean. Now, if we look back during the cutscene during the Outbreak Easter egg quest, we can see that Ravenov shows on a map where these rockets are going to be sent to, and it looks like the exact same location that Peck points to. Now, in order for him to get to this location, which is in the middle of the ocean, he of course will have to take a boat. And this could be exactly where we see this zombies map taking place. We arrive at this location via a boat, and there is a lot more than meets the eye. Perhaps these rockets have done something to the environment, potentially causing a dark ether rift to form where some of the local wildlife have been transformed into the undead. But the idea of just being in the middle of the ocean with absolutely nothing around you could actually be a really cool idea for a zombies map. Sure, Voyage of Despair was pretty much exactly like that, but I feel like the boat itself had no dynamics that made any part of it dangerous. But if you had this boat on a dangerous part of sea with all of this stuff happening on it, around it, and potentially underneath the boat, as that's where the warheads have probably are under the ocean, then you got the ideas for a pretty cool sounding zombies map, something which is definitely very different to anything we had with Cold War, where every map just felt a little bit samey. It was set within like an enemy base or a facility, right? But this sounds very different. As for the other map, again, there's a wonder weapon quest referencing vermin, but that's literally it. We have absolutely no idea about it, and I hope that it stays that way. But very good sign to see, even this early on a year out, that there could be not 1 but 2 round-based zombies maps on launch, which is really exciting. Going back to the jet gun, I'm still trying to comprehend that this could actually be a thing. There is a chance that this could be the code name for a massive new full-fledged wonder weapon in the game, which isn't actually the jet gun, but it might just be called the jet gun within the game files for some reason or another. The wonder weapon that we see in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies called the Scorcher, according to Dataminers, the code name for that gun is the plasma gun. So this is definitely not confusing this with that wonder weapon. There seems to be an entirely new wonder weapon. But I'd love to know what you guys think about this all down below in the comment section. Again, this has to be taken with the biggest grain of salt, because 1, the game is so far away, and 2, this is found within coding of Modern Warfare 3, which could change at any time. But I thought this was such an interesting thing to discuss about the possibility of this, regardless if it's true or not. Let me know what you think. But if you enjoyed the video and want to be informed of anything zombies related for Call of Duty going forward, so if it's Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2024, you're already on the right place. You just need to hit that subscribe button.